guys, welcome back to Team Broccoli, or welcome if you're new here. I was looking at my phone and Cinnaholic is doing their pizza rolls, which I've wanted to have. Every time I see them advertised, I really want to go get them, and I've never had them and they always look so delicious. And instead of spending like $50 for all of us to get pizza rolls from Cinnaholic, I decided I have all the ingredients here at my house. Why don't I just make some pizza rolls? And homemade's usually better anyway, so let's make some pizza rolls. So I already put 1 package of activated dry yeast in my mixing bowl. This goes with my stand mixer. So to my yeast, I'm gonna add 1 cup of warm water. This is just tap water. You wanna make sure it's not too hot, otherwise it'll kill the yeast bacteria, so you don't want that to happen. Then we're gonna use a tablespoon of a regular sugar. This is organic cane sugar. This is to feed the yeast so that it has something to eat, so that it will bloom. So 1 tablespoon of sugar. And then we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of salt. And I've got Himalayan pink salt here. And the recipe calls for oil, but I never use oil in my recipes. And I've made pizza dough plenty of times without using oil in it. It's basically the same recipe. It starts off the same way. Except I usually make, we're just gonna stir this. I usually make like a really loose no knead dough when I do pizza. So I think this one has a little bit more flour in it so that it becomes more of like a solid dough and not like a loose no knead dough. But we'll see how it turns out. So what I'm gonna do is just mix up this yeast. And then I'm going to cover it and let it sit for 10 minutes. So that that yeast can start eating the sugar and blooming. That way we know that it's activated and it's ready to go. That's what's gonna make the dough rise. If you've never used yeast before, that's what makes the dough rise. So let me show you what it looks like now, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's bloomed, so you can see the difference. So this is what it looks like before the yeast starts to bloom. So I'm just gonna place a kitchen towel over this so that the warmth stays inside, and I'm gonna let this sit for like 10 minutes, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Then we'll come back and mix the bread flour into it with my stand mixer. All right, we're back to check on the yeast. And you see how it has more of a film on the top of it. So it's ready to stick the flour in. All right, we're gonna use the dough hook. We're gonna stick the bowl with the yeast on there, lock it in. And then we're gonna add bread flour 1 cup at a time. Oh my gosh, if I could get it opened. Plus, I just realized I haven't seen my rolling pin since we moved into this house, and I'm gonna have to try to find it. Or find something I can use as a rolling pin. All right, this dough was very dry, so I had to keep adding a little bit of water at a time, like a tablespoon at a time, until it started to stick together. So now it's sticking together, and we have to roll it out in a little bit of flour. So our dough is already mixed. It shouldn't need a lot of extra kneading since we use the stand mixer. But it doesn't quite look smooth, like the recipe says that the dough should look smooth. So I'm just going to knead it a little bit. I just cleaned my counter with some dish soap. See how it already looks pretty well done. Let me take my rings off. It already looks pretty good, but you can tell it's not a smooth surface yet. It says to knead for 7 minutes, which I'm not very good at kneading. I've never been very good at kneading, so I don't know. That's why I like the stand mixer, because it does most of the work for you. Don't really know how to knead a dough. I mean, I've seen people, I guess, fold it over onto itself, but I'm not sure. I've never been sure how to get that smooth dough look that other people seem to get when they make their dough recipes. But I try. We live and we learn. Trial and error, right? It might be too dry. I don't know. That's the thing, is I can never tell. To me, it always seems like no matter what I do, it ends up looking too dry and has all these cracks in it that never seem to go away, you know? I'm definitely not a professional. I just do what I can in the kitchen, learn as I go, trial and error. I'm probably not going to worry about it being perfectly smooth and just see what happens, you know? See how it has all these it's lumps and things. I don't really know how to get that to look better. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Did the best I could. It's probably not gonna roll out perfectly, but I am not a professional. We do what we can here. And it does say to oil the bowl that you put it in, just so it doesn't stick. I'm gonna use this glass measuring container for it to rise. Just spray the top a little bit. I'm gonna cover this with a towel, and I'm gonna turn my oven light on and put it in the oven and let it rise in the warm oven for an hour. Now we wait. All right, so our timer just went off for the dough, so we're gonna take that out. Definitely risen. We're going to put a little bit more flour here on the table. We're going to use this baking dish. I don't know what size it is, sorry. I'm using a recipe by Plant-Based on a Budget, so I'm going to link the original recipe down in the comments for you guys, so if you want to check that out, because I'm not following it 100%. I always do things a little bit my own way, so I'll link it there in case you want to follow their exact recipe. I am going to use a little bit of oil for this pan so that they don't stick. And normally, once you roll out your cinnamon rolls or pizza rolls, whatever you're making, you could put them in here and then cover them again and put them in the oven again for like another 30 minutes to rise some more before you bake them. But this recipe doesn't say to do that. I know that I can do that, but I'm hungry, Garion's hungry, and I want to get these in the oven and get them cooking so that we can eat dinner because it's starting to get a little bit late for us. It's 5 o'clock, but you know, we usually eat dinner early a lot of the time because the kids get home from school kind of early, and they're always hungry when they get home from school, so I usually don't make them wait too long to eat dinner. So I want to get these in the oven instead of making them wait to rise a second time. And see, you could always just use a wine bottle or a glass cup or whatever you have that's kind of elongated if you don't have a rolling pin. You're supposed to try to roll this in a square shape. So let's see if I can get this to go a little more square, or a rectangle I should say, not a square. I would say that that's pretty good. It's a pretty good size. So I don't use, well, sometimes I do, but I don't have any pizza sauce, and it tastes just as good with my favorite pasta sauce, which is Portobello pasta sauce from Whole Foods. So we're gonna use that. We're also gonna use some Violife mozzarella shreds that I have left over and some field roast pepperoni. But first I gotta get this jar open. It always helps to bang it on the counter a little bit to loosen the seal. Don't be like me and make a mess. You want to leave some space around the edges for the sauce to move when you roll it up, because you're going to be rolling this way. The only thing is, me and the kids do like a lot of sauce on our pizza, so You can always save some sauce for dipping. If you like a lot of sauce, you can just have it on the side, warm it up in the microwave and do that. Here comes Gary in to see what I'm doing. You wanna say hi? Huh? Yeah, I got that on the floor. Here's Gary in. You can put that over there, please. I'm hungry. Huh? I'm hungry. Put that over there since I dropped it on the floor. So I'm gonna add the cheese. I think I'm gonna add some extra spices too. I usually put some garlic and fennel and Italian herbs when I make pizza, so I'm gonna add some seasonings to those too, but of course that's completely optional.
Ooh, can we let the bonfire tonight?
No, it's already too late. Daddy's not coming home until 9.
Oh. Oh, you're gonna have pepperonis on it too?
Mm-hmm. Let's do some seasonings first though. All right. Sorry for the noise. Gary's getting in the fridge, as you can see. So we're gonna put some garlic powder. I just like my things extra flavorful, and I love fennel seed on my pizza. There was this place called Anthony's Pizza that was always on one of the military bases that we lived on, and it was my favorite, and their secret ingredient was fennel seed, and it was my favorite. So I learned that trick from them. Always put fennel seed on my pizza. And then I like to add a little bit of, sorry, Darian's getting ice. The real life cooking show, where people get in the way. Some Italian herbs. That's what happens when you have kids and you're trying to run a YouTube channel. They gotta, gotta let them be involved. Otherwise, it's never gonna happen.
Gotta get our stuff.
Otherwise, this video will never happen.
Always gotta have some type of intro.
That's right, I always gotta have some kind of interruption. Alright, now we're gonna add some pepperoni. The directions said to if you're gonna put stuff in it, to do it in like layers. So I'm gonna do like 2 pepperoni layers. Since we're rolling it this way and then we're cutting it this way, it should be good. I need to find my sharp knife. Hopefully it's sharp enough. I haven't sharpened it in a while. Hopefully it works. All right, let's try to roll this up and see how we do. It's like a big sushi roll or a big burrito. And of course, sauce is probably gonna come out the sides. Ooh. Trying to move it this way, but see a bunch of sauce coming out. I don't know how big I should make them.
Make them like that, yeah.
Messy. Yeah, and it says to put them very gently, like up. There we go, yeah.
Look good.
We'll see. Hopefully they turn out good. I'm not supposed to be cutting on this table either, like this. Hope I don't mess it up too much.
It's gonna be messy to clean up.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna add some extra cheese on the top. I don't know if you can see that from here, but I'll give you up close in a second. Perfect. Makes 9 rolls. Perfect size for my dish here. Last one's a little tiny, but It's okay. You could cover them, spray some plastic wrap, cover it. You could let them sit in your oven again with the light on for another 30 minutes if you want to let them rise some more. But I'm hungry, so we're just going to cook these. Oh, and you're supposed to preheat the oven to 400 degrees. I should have done that before we started doing this, so now I got to preheat the oven. I'll clean the table off while the oven preheats. All right, so our oven is preheated to 400 degrees. We're sticking these in for 20 minutes. It says 18 to 20 minutes. I'm gonna just set it for 20 minutes. Here we go. All right, pizza rolls are done. I'm really excited. They look and they smell so good. Woo! Yeah, they're crispy on top. I was wondering if I should leave it in for a couple more minutes, but they're crispy. Ooh, ooh, these look good. Can't wait to try these for you guys. All right, they're all done. We're gonna do a taste test for you. They look so good. Huh. They look beautiful. It's kind of a small one. Oh, wait, it's hot. Careful, you're gonna have to cut it up. See all the steam? Smells good. Don't drop it. Good? Oh, what now you hear? Doing a taste test. Here comes Logan. You gonna wait?
What?
You wanna be on it or are you gonna wait? Yeah? Well, here, you got this one. What do you think? Good?
Wow.
Nice and chewy on the inside, just like a cinnamon roll.
That's real good.
10 out of 10 from me.
Agreed.
Yeah?
Not out of 10.
9 out of 10? Very good, you guys. Definitely make these. Again, I'll link the recipe in the description box below. If you made it this far, hashtag pizza roll in the comments below. And thanks for watching my little broccoli bites, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye!
This is really good.
It's a winner. Tofu dinner.